This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, Boosie is wilding out, bro. He's doing these meet and greets. I guess he's doing like pop-up shows. I don't know if he's on tour. Unless he's on the... Is Boosie on the Millennium Tour? I don't know, man. There's so many people on that Millennium Tour. And it's... I'm not saying Boosie because Boosie has like a steady fan base, but it's definitely... breathing some air into it's breathing some air into Plies and Plies or whatever, however you want to say it, and Rick Ross's career. Oh yeah, he's part of the Millennium Tour. Okay, so he's on the Millennium Tour and he's doing meet and greets, and this is how they go. The girls bury his face between their cleavage. Yeah, Boosie's crazy, bro. As much weird stuff as he does, he's hilarious, bro. Okay, so Real Boston Richie credits his career to Young Scooter. He says, this is messed up. If it wasn't for you and KB, wouldn't even have a career. Or is he talking about... I don't know. KB, I guess they introduced him to Future. That's true. I forgot about that. I forgot he signed a freelance. Man, yeah, Boston Richie. He's doing numbers off that one song. That song brought life back to him. What's it called? What's it called? Boston Richie. He overcame those snitch allegations by having a hit record. Help Me. Yeah, Help Me. It's a good song. All right, so then we got Aiden Ross is unbanned from Twitch. People have their panties in a bunch. Some people are like, he's going to ruin Twitch. He's going to ruin the world. It's like, he's going to have a big comeback to Twitch stream. I don't know what's going on with him and Kick, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Young Thug is releasing snippets of music. Some of it sounds pretty good, but he's waiting too long. But he'll have Drake on his album, and he'll have Future, and he'll have Little Baby. So that'll carry the album. But Gunna's doing the same numbers with no features, really. I mean, he had Offset on one song. But this whole YSL thing and the way things like panned out, like Little Woody, the snitch, is super famous. Like, a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense. It's like very backwards. But it is what it is. Kanye's having a listening party in Korea. It's almost like he can only do his listening parties and everything out of the country. It's weird. It's really weird. Like, I guess he's so banned in the U.S. now that he can't book any venues. They all cancel his venues. He's running out of friends because he told everyone to go F themselves. I don't know. Kanye is Kanye, bro. It's impossible to explain him. And I couldn't even begin. We don't even really know him, So it's weird. Bia talks to DDG about they did a song together and Halle Bailey wouldn't let it come out. But that's not really what they were saying. It was really DDG didn't want to put it out because it was very as it was a sexual song, and out of respect to Halle Bailey, he didn't put it out because they were together at the time. And then they had to call out Complex because Complex said they blamed Halle. So DDG said, please delete. You're gonna get this guy not ever seeing his kid. Jim Jones, he's been firing off about. He's been teased about this walkout with Tank. It was pretty trash, to be honest with you. And Cameron clowned him and said, if you want to lose, have Jim Jones be involved with your project because his negative energy will bring you down. It's kind of true. Jim Jones has a very negative energy about him. So he goes off and says, this is the most epic walkout ever. No, it wasn't, bro. I'm sorry. But Jim Jones is really trying too hard now. It's hard to describe what's happened. Ever since really the Tekashi thing, he's gone plummeted downhill because he's really begging for people to recognize the movements he's started and become a part of instead of people just acknowledging it by him keeping people with new music and visuals and stuff, you know? Like, people can determine that on their own. You don't have to demand, oh, the fashion is mine. You know, it's like you guys were inspired by something and passed it on. The Dipset movement it wouldn't have happened without Jim Jones. Jim Jones was the nucleus in that. Cameron wasn't capable of being the nucleus for everybody. Cameron was like the mysterious leader. But Jim Jones was the nucleus. You always got to give him his credit for Dipset because Dipset would have never been as big as it was without Jim Jones. And that's just a fact. Never. It would have just been Cameron and a few people. It wouldn't have been as big as it was. There were so many members, and it was like, it's hard to describe, but like Jim Jones kind of held that together for years, you know? Plies on tour with the Millennium Tour. This is keeping him alive out here after nobody really believes Plies anymore. Ever since Plies took the stand and became like a goofy on the internet, he can't sell anything. Nobody wants to listen to anything he's dropping. It gets like 62,000 streams. That's about it. To even make any money on streams, you got to do like a couple 100,000 a month, you know, to make the kind of money that he needs to make. I'm thinking this guy took some kind of loan out or something, because it's been years since he's had any kind of music success. Some type of P loan. Because it's like, bro, this guy took the stand, and nobody believed him that he was a gangster anymore. Let's just be honest. And he acts like a goofy on the internet. What's up, bye? What's up, bye? Look at you. You know, it's like, dude, you're a goofball, bro. But you started. You know why that doesn't work? Because he started out as being the toughest gangster you ever seen. Like, he was the goon. Yeah, he called himself the goon, right? Remember? And he wouldn't talk too much in interviews. He'd disrespect everybody. And eventually that alienated him from anyone that could have helped him in Miami, because Miami was very, around that time, the artists in Miami were very helping of each other. Like, say, it's hard to describe, but like, we're talking about 08-ish, around that time. People would collab a lot in studio. Like, the people wouldn't be so shut off. So the whole Florida would like support each other. It's not like that anymore, but it used to be like that. You know, it used to be how a lot of cities, when they're first getting the light on them, it's because there's a lot of unification. You see, like, look at Atlanta. There's not too much unity anymore. And because of that, it's kind of like falling off, to be honest with you, you know? Unity, at least unity within your profession, and seeing people work together and, you know, at least be cordial with each other in public. It's like anything, like G-Unit, Dipset. When everything's kind of unified, everybody's with the movement. When people start dissing each other, talking about each other, splitting up, it kind of ruins the whole thing. People need to realize they're ruining the brand. The brand is Atlanta hip-hop. The brand is Miami hip-hop. The brand, or Florida hip-hop. The brand is New York hip-hop. And you can't blame the Ja Rule and everything that happened in New York, because like people were already like kind of at each other's necks around that time. But what happened in New York is totally different. New York's known for like not being too unified. The DJs sold New York out to the South. They took payola and sold it out. Sean Kingston says people have been trying to break him following guilty verdict. Aww. Should we feel bad for him for stealing millions of dollars? Like, in fraudulently? Dude, you did this knowingly. You knew you couldn't afford all this stuff. And what about the people that didn't get paid? for their like cars that were given to him on credit and never paid for, and the dealership has to write off. The dealership has to claim a loss of $200,000 against their profit. Or jewelers. Yeah, jewelers rob people, but they don't deserve to be blatantly robbed, you know, for $250,000. TV installers, like a small TV company that installed a huge TV setup in his thing. Yeah, dude, it's not like they're ripping off Best Buy. You're ripping off like small entrepreneurs in some cases. Like dealerships aren't owned by Cadillac. It's owned by individuals, you know. Or, you know, what else do you see? A Mercedes. These are like aren't brand, like it's a franchise. John Kingston, we don't feel bad for you, bro. Trying to break me daily. Your mom's you already sold your mom down the river. Your mom took the stand and said it was all, you're going to get a lighter sentence than her. She's going to go to jail for a long. You might not see your mother again. That's the crazy part. Jim Jones got mad how Jim Jones is desperate to get back in the game. He's trying to do streams with streamers, which is cool, but it's like, you know, he can't sell any records, bro. I don't know how you get that back. He would have to sign maybe I don't even know if a major would sign him. He blew his deal at Sony. That was a bad deal. He got a big deal for Bird Gang and dropped like a mixtape. So you can't really feel bad for Jim Jones. He had another level to go to, and he blew it by alienating Max B. Unfortunately, Stack Bundles passed. I can't blame Jim Jones for that, you know. But Jim Jones did owe him money. Maybe he would have taken the money and moved. Who knows? He wrote a lot of records for Jim Jones. Jim Jones would piece people off. Jim Jones... And I'm not saying Cameron's any better with business. The only thing I credit Cameron for is he let everybody thrive on their own instead of signing them to Dipset and controlling their careers. And it took Cameron and Jim Jones together to do Dipset. Let me make that very clear, okay? Cameron couldn't have done Dipset without Jim Jones. He was down here tying Neon's laces to show him how to lace up his Timbs. It's like, okay, bro. And then he tried to show, like, Harlem's, like, you know, he was going in buildings he shouldn't have gone in where people were hustling out. He was like, oh, we got to leave. It's like, yeah, you're just trying to make the stream interesting? Like, come on, bro. A lot of Harlem is gentrified, bro. It's just, they're taking everything special out of New York City. I mean the government, you know? They're just moving everybody around. Tekashi isn't showing up for events since his jail thing and, you know, his jail bid that he did a few months for, or was it 2 months? So now he's just not showing up to places. He's just this guy's gonna wither away, bro. It's a wrap. Once you just stop not working and wanting to party all the time, which he's been doing, it's over. The real reason Scooter fled, this is a theory, well, the alleged reason. They says female falsely claimed to be held hostage, prompting a police search of the residence. The incident was unrelated to narcotics. Unaware of the police's reason, Scooter fled. The authorities later acknowledged that no woman was even present. I've seen so many posts stating that he ran because he did something wrong. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. He just panicked. And he broke his leg. And unfortunately, I think it severed an artery. That's sad, man. That's not confirmed or anything, but it kind of makes sense. It's sad. When a random puddle on stage tries to take you out. Fat Joe. Okay, so Fat Joe and Remy Ma are performing somewhere. I think they're on the Millennium Tour too, right? Remy Ma. Millennium Tour. Is she on the tour? She does spot dates, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of sad, bro. This Millennium Tour is like keeping some rappers alive. Rolex officially announces Leonardo DiCaprio as its new brand ambassador. Dude, this guy preaches climate change and then takes jets and super yachts everywhere. This guy's, I like him as an actor, but he's wild, bro. There's a lot of weird things about him. Shabuzi goes on DDG stream and they call out Will Smith because he's like, oh, we want to do some music, and they're going to do some music. He's like, let's not do that Will Smith stuff, because Will Smith has been going on everybody's streams with pre-written material and looking like he's trying to act like he's freestyling, like he's super nice. First of all, someone else is writing it, because the songs he came out with Russ and with Big Sean are trash. He definitely has somebody else writing his stuff now, because that stuff was trash. Will Smith, we don't want you back in music. You did what you did already for the when you were a movie star. Well, you're still a movie star, but like when you were like prime movie star, late 90s, early 2000s, you could shove things down people's throats. The labels could just promote, and there wasn't the internet. So there was the internet back then, but it wasn't at like it is now, or like social media. So like you were fed everything. So like Will Smith has a new song out. It's going to play on the radio a million times. You're listening to the radio. You're seeing it on TV. That's how you kind of got up on things, right? So you could get away with it back then. Nowadays, it's flash in the pan, man. Like nobody cares, People really have too many options now. So your little songs that are trash aren't going to go anywhere. Travis Scott says, bruh, imagine in the middle of the day, you can just make it night. It's like, bro, you're tripping. And bro, you got other things. You have no conscience. People died at your concert and you just pretended to cry and then just moved on with life. It's like, I don't know, bro. They still have not found this guy. The guy from the Sauce Walker Say So P. I mean, they caught him in 4K in many different pictures, right? And they have a $6,000 cash reward. We got to bring that up to like $20K, man. You'll get somebody to turn him in. $20K, someone would be like, I could relocate with $20K. $6K is not enough. $20K, yeah, you'll catch him. You'll catch him in 1 hour. They'll catch him. This guy's bro. This guy just doesn't care. He didn't even wear a mask, bro. Most people wear masks after, until they're like in the clear. This guy was just like, nah, I don't even care. It's like, whoa, this guy's truly scary, bro. To be honest. All right, that's about it, man. I appreciate you all. This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Peace.